Hey guys, thank you very much for tuning in to another video of my life, and in this video we are going to do a little bit of a test to see how much liquid there is per spray of an atomizer. Now before we begin this somewhat of an experiment, not entirely scientific, there are some caveats I should cover. Firstly, every single perfume I've ever bought, it tends to spray a different amount when you press the atomizer right here. Number two, the density of all the liquids of all the different perfumes are obviously different, and that's because they might use different levels of alcohol or the compounds might be different, etc. In this bottle, although it may seem like I've got the CK1, I've actually filled it with water. In fact, it's probably like 98% water and 2% fragrance. There was still some fragrance left in there. So the density is going to, of course, impact the amount of liquid that comes out, how easily it comes out, how it's going to spray out, and so on. And so it's not a perfect experiment, but I've always wondered how much does one spray contain in terms of a milliliter? Now to test this, what we're going to do is use this spoon right here. And this spoon, I'm not sure if you can read it, is 5 milliliters. You might be able to read it right here. And then once I've done that, I might potentially, just to test, use a 10 milliliters teaspoon as well. So let's start spraying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nothing came out there. 6, 7. Oh, 8. It's hard to keep the force right so it doesn't spill out. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. This is more than I thought it'd be. 29, 30. Okay, there's still room here. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, that's 40, just so you know. It's about that much. And then I think we can still keep going. 41, 42. Yeah, we're almost there. I think you can take a little bit more. 43, and a drop is out. 44, and another drop is out. So I think we are going to say, personally, is about 40 or 42 squirts per 5 milliliters. Okay. Now, just to keep the consistency of the experiment, I'm now going to take a 10 milliliter teaspoon and then do it in there. So, of course, based on our estimations, it should be about 80 to about 84 squirts in 10 milliliters. So let's do that now. Okay, now let's start with 10 milliliters. I think it's going to take, first of all, it's going to take a bit of time. But secondly, I think it's going to be a bit of a job trying to keep all the liquid inside whilst I spray it, because it comes out quite strong. But let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. Ooh. I'm at 60 now. 70. And I've lost 1 drop. Okay. I think you can, although the force of the liquid is pushing out force of the liquid coming out of the spout, or the nozzle I should say, is pushing out other liquid that's already inside. So as a result, what's basically happening is I can't fill it up because it's all falling down here. But I think we're at 70 something just to reach this level, and you can easily fit in another 10 or so squirts to reach the sort of rim of this teaspoon or tablespoon. With that being the case, I think it's reasonable to estimate, to round the numbers, we can say that it takes 80 squirts to fill in 10 milliliters dessert spoon. Okay, just gonna put this away and I'll be back. Okay, so that's something I've always wanted to do since a very long time, but I never had a bottle which I could refill like the CK1 types. Even the CK shot bottle, if you have one of those, you will be able to do an experiment like this yourself. Now the numbers, if you notice, have ended up quite in a very nice round even sort of a way. I mean, you're looking at 10 milliliter dessert spoon here, which had about 80, and then you're looking at about a 5 milliliter teaspoon here, which ended up about 40. I mean, you can assume a little bit spilled out, etc. So it took another couple of sprays, but roughly it's about 80, and then it's 40 here, which is all quite consistent. I think that's probably a fair estimate, because I can totally imagine the manufacturers of something like this having a requirement or designing a product based on, okay, how much should it squirt out for every compression that you do. Now, based on the numbers we've got in front of us, you're basically getting a number which is 0.125 milliliters per squirt. And that's because 10 divided by 80, of course, is 0.125. If you look at it from the other point of view, let's say if you have a 100 milliliter bottle of perfume, then on average, of course, that should last you 10 times 80. So that's 800 squirts. So there's 800 squirts on average per bottle that you buy. So you can kind of think forward in time and say, okay, how long is this bottle going to last me? Well, if I do 4 sprays per application, then in that case, it's going to last me 200 days. Now, of course, the perfume might be stronger, it might be weaker, and therefore with some perfumes 2 might be enough. With some perfumes you might need 10. Yes, I've even had a perfume where it needed 10 because it was so weak. And you can adjust those numbers accordingly, but approximately, keeping all those caveats in mind about liquid density and so on and so forth, you've got a very nice round numbers that you can sort of work with. You're looking at about 800 squirts per 100 milliliter bottle of perfume. So I hope you found this video really helpful. Please give it a thumbs up and a like, comment in the section below, and subscribe to the channel as well. I'll really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.